Hello and welcome to the continuing fix-up adventures of the Home Improvement Show, featuring two guys who, like many of us, sometimes get in over our heads. Remember Joe and Stan's motto, if it doesn't work out the first time, try reading the directions. And now, here are Joe Pren and Stan Mackey.
Hello and welcome to the Home Improvement Show. I'm Joe Pren. Today's project, we're going to bring a deck back to life. We've got a deck out in the country a little ways that really needs to be restored. So we're starting right here at Coast to Coast in Meridian. Two of the tools that we're going to be using to do today's project are a pressure washer and a rotary pressure washer. Traditional gasoline-powered pressure washer, this is a handheld wand that we'll use for trying to strip off some of the old aged dead wood and sunburnt wood and stains and fibers out of the redwood deck on handrails, steps, and in those areas. On the deck surface itself, we're going to be using a new rotary type of pressure washer, which keeps you from getting streaks and marks in the wood. It kind of scrubs it a lot more evenly. Two products we're also going to call into action for this project. The Armor All Easy Deck Wash. This is going to be used as a pre-treating. We might get off enough of the gray and the old wood with that, but just in case, we're going to take these tools with us. And then after the deck is all cleaned off and ready to go again, we're going to give it a good coat of the Coast to Coast Pacific Natural Deck Stain and Siding Oil. It's going to look really nice when we get done. So we hope you enjoyed today's project, and let's get to it.
When you need helpful advice, come to Coast. We specialize in neighborly service because we care about our community and the people in it, especially our customers. You'll find a friend who knows how to do it right at Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast, know how. Gonna build me a mountain from a grain of sand. Gonna build me a mountain. I got me a plan. Gonna build me a mountain. I know I can. Gonna build me a mountain with my own two hands.
Don't be tied to your lawn with hoses this year. Take my advice. Head into summer the right way with a stop at Silver Rain Irrigation and Fencing. Sprinkler systems add value to your home and make your life a lot easier. You'll probably get a healthier lawn out of the deal too. Silver Rain will design your sprinkler system and give you valuable installation advice. Enjoy the summer. Get rid of the hoses. Visit Silver Rain Irrigation and Fencing at the corner of Fairview and Cloverdale in West Boise.
Of all the ways you can furnish your home, one of the most beautiful ways is with Andersen feature windows and patio doors. Elegant designs bring the warmth of tradition, the comfort of nature. Ordinary furnishings create a look. Andersen windows create an experience.
Project house in Reynolds Creek area. We're here at the house of Karen Bass. We're going to do her deck here, refinish it. We're out in the Reynolds Creek area in northern Owyhee County.
Yeah, this is beautiful out here.
Nice out here.
Nice place to work. Tough job.
Reminds me of the old days. Yeah, nice work if you can get it.
Yeah, we've got to refinish this deck today. That's the project we're going to be going over. As we mentioned, we're going to be restoring the wood on this deck and getting it ready for a new coat of stain and finish. We've got a lot of work to do ahead of that. We're going to have to do some pressure washing. We're going to have to do some restoring. And the products we're going to be using for this today came from Coast to Coast in Meridian. We're going to be using the Armor All Deck Wash, which is a spray-on finish, which will help take a lot of the gray out. And what that doesn't do, we'll do with the pressure washer to speed up the work a little bit. Let it dry, and then we'll get on it with a coat of the Coast to Coast wood finish. It has an ultraviolet inhibitor and a little bit of color to it. It's going to be a nice project. It's a
gonna
great
be
day
good.
to do this. The weather's beautiful. The scenery's nice.
Can't beat this, and you get paid for it too.
Yeah, and we can get out of town for a little while.
That's
so
right.
let's get to the project. First thing we're going to start with is putting on the finish with a garden sprayer. The easiest way to do it. So watch along. I hope you enjoy the project and hope you decide to do this at your house too. Here we go.
Well, how's it doing there, Joe?
I can't believe how great this stuff works.
It is, my goodness.
This is making really quick work of a project that a lot of people will put off just because they anticipate a lot of effort in it. But
Is the temperature having anything to do with the speed? The jug says it works in about 10 minutes. Looks like it's doing about 2 here.
yeah, it's going very, very fast. I think that does have a lot to do with it. You know, right now it's about probably 70, 75 degrees out here, maybe a little bit warmer. But one of the key things it says is not to let it, be too hot so that it dries too fast. But I'll tell you what, this is working about as good as you could ever expect anything to work.
It smells like it's got kind of like a bleach content, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It is a type of a wood bleach that gets rid of all the mildew and kills all that off, along with taking out some of the stains and pollen debris, and all that bleaches it off. Then what we'll do is we'll pressure wash this just to remove all of the chemical before we get to the staining part of it.
We've started with the deck restore. We've sprayed that on. Now we're pressure washing off with the pressure washer. Joe, it's about 1,740 PSI, something like that?
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful
That's a pretty
pressure
powerful washer, yeah.
Yeah, it's a gasoline-powered unit from coast to coast, so we can take it wherever we need to go. You don't need any power or anything to operate it. You just hook a garden hose into it, and the air pressure line enhances the water pressure and runs it through a high-pressure nozzle.
Just been beating that stuff off something.
Oh yeah, it takes it all off.
Great.
You can control the tip too, from a fine stream to a fan spray, depending on what you're doing. You want to be careful and try not to eat into the wood too much. But
Yeah.
the older and the more
that will
weathered
do
the
it,
wood.
yeah.
But as you can see, we've done a portion of this handrail here to remove the restorer completely, and it does a fantastic job.
It has.
We're just going to keep going for a little while. Here,
Yep,
grab
keep
this. I'm
hitting
going to hop over the other side.
All right. We've been using the pressure washer now to do the rails in this part of the deck.
How's this
now
work?
We're going to start using this. This is just a fantastic machine. I've been using
Yeah,
it.
look at this.
It runs the water hose, the hydraulic, or not the hydraulic, but the water pressure line comes into it, just like the nozzle here.
Out of the regular pressure washer.
Out of the regular pressure washer, yeah. And it runs down to this, well, let's turn it over.
Let's look at that.
Okay, into this spinning nozzle here.
Oh, and that keeps you from
And it
getting
just
all the gouge marks.
Keeps it from
doing it by
gouge
hand.
marks. It keeps it moving.
So the only thing we're going to have to do by hand then is around the very edges,
Just around the
where
edges
this can't
with
get
the,
up to
with the
it.
wand.
Boy, this is going
And
to
this-
make quick work out
Oh
of it.
yeah, this will do this good, and it's just doing a fantastic
Once again,
job.
the right tools for the right
The right
job.
tool for the right job.
You know, I wonder if this thing would work on my kitchen floor at home. It's in about this shape. Maybe
Nothing
this
will
will
work on your kitchen floor at home.
Well, let me fire you up and you
Okay,
can keep going.
let's keep going here.
Treasure Valley Woodworking invites you to their all-new kitchen and bath design showroom in the Overland Park Shopping Center in Boise. Since 1965, Treasure Valley Woodworking has been the benchmark for quality custom woodwork. Come see the newest styles and designs in cabinetry. Their certified kitchen designers can help you create just the look and feel you want. From beautifully handcrafted natural woods to the widest variety of countertops, Treasure Valley Woodworking can put it all together perfectly. See it all together in their kitchen and bath design showroom, Overland Park Shopping Center, Boise.
Trex is a revolutionary decking lumber made from recycled and reclaimed plastic and wood. Because of its special composition, Trex is maintenance-free, eliminating virtually all common deck problems experienced by homeowners. Trex provides comprehensive warranty coverage against splintering, splitting, cracking, rotting, and insect damage.
It's the kitchen island.
You can take a shower in.
The shelf you use.
To wash your hands.
It's the surface that's
easy to clean.
Means no grout, no mildew.
And no limit to how it makes a bath beautiful.
It's DuPont Corian. It's the countertop.
That goes in your shower.
The dining room table.
You do the dishes in.
It's the surface that
cleans easily.
Looks beautiful indefinitely.
And knows no boundaries.
It's DuPont Corian.
Take a look at this exciting way to build your next home. Precision Panel is structurally superior to stick framing and is extremely energy efficient. Every wall is plumb and square. Fully engineered and certified, Precision Panel offers a lifetime manufacturing warranty. Build your garage, cabin, or room addition with Precision Panel and dramatically cut your construction time. It's also a great way to gain sweat equity by building it yourself. Before you build, do your homework and bring your plans to Precision Panel or call 939-9904.
Well, we've let the deck dry now for a good couple hours, and the handrails have been even longer than that. A nice sunny day like this and sunshine with a little breeze. The wood's completely dry. We tested it by jabbing a screwdriver into it in a few spots, and we didn't see any moisture coming up, so we know it's dry enough to start staining like this. By the time we get done with these handrails, the deck will be ready for its finish coat. And Angie, tell us about the stain that we're using here from Coast to Coast.
Well, this is a natural tone stain made by Pacific. It's made by our Valspar company. And it's a lot clearer than any of your semi-transparent stains, and it has a UV protector in it.
So that's going to help keep the sun from doing a little bit of damage.
And the color, putting a little color into your stain helps keep the UVs from soaking in too.
Obviously it looks very wet right now because it is, but we'll see it here a little bit later after it dries out a little bit and we get our after shot.
And it has the water repellent in it too. Whoops, sorry.
Sorry, these are my staining beds.
It'll help keep the water from soaking, through to get that grayness again.
Yep.
Ooh. Drip, 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 drip. This would have gone a lot further if you hadn't spilled that gallon of stain over there.
I didn't spill anything over there.
Somebody spilled a gallon of stain over there.
Hey, one thing that people might be wondering is how come we're using brushes on this instead?
How come are we doing that? Yes. We got that perfectly good sprayer.
Yeah, and
I'm on my hands and knees
you
here.
can do it with rollers too, but I'll tell you, if you go with a brush, that's the best way to get control of the product and be able to work it into the grain as needed, because as you can tell, every board is soaking it up a little different than the board that's next to it. So it's probably not going to make a lot of people happy, but that's the way I recommend doing it, is brushing everything. Now, if this was a second coat, maybe a year from now or 2 years from now, just to freshen it up again, then a roller would probably be okay. But when the wood's as dry as this is, we need to stick with a brush. Brush on just as much as the wood can possibly absorb. Then what we'll do is in about 20 minutes we'll come back to some of these smaller areas, and anything where there's still some finish puddling on the surface, especially if you put too much on.
Didn't I just hear somebody say put as much on as the wood would take?
Well, within reason, for gosh sakes. You just don't need to pour out the can.
Well, now you tell me.
And then we'll wipe it up with a cloth just to get any of the areas that haven't soaked in to keep them from getting sticky as they're trying to dry. It's real important too, those rags, when you're done with them, lay them out in the sunshine somewhere, let them dry off before you throw them away, because just about any kind of stain product or finished product could have a spontaneous combustion issue if you threw it away in a trash can or a dumpster or something, so you want to let them dry out completely.
For Kena residents, that means it catches on fire all by itself.
That's Stan Mackey in care of the Home Improvement Show. Doing a fine job there, Stan.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
While Stan's finishing up, I'd like to again thank Karen and Dick Bass for letting us use their house out here in the beautiful Oahe Mountains, and we saw some other people on camera today that were doing some work on this house. We want to thank them, Angie from Coast to Coast and Jim from Whiskey Creek Outfitters. He was here helping out a little bit too. Whiskey Mountain?
Whiskey Mountain.
Whiskey Mountain. Well, there's a creek at the bottom of the mountain.
Well, there's a creek, but the mountain's over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whiskey Mountain
Whiskey Mountain
Outfitters.
Outfitters.
If you want to come up on a nice trail ride, get a hold of these guys up here. Let's go upstairs and take a look how the rest of it turned out now that it's dried for a little while. I'll tell you what a difference a day makes when it comes to refinishing a deck. Take a look. It's protected very, very good with a good solid coat of that Coast to Coast exterior stain. Now what's going to happen is about a year from now, probably a second coat, and then every 2 to 3 years after that is all it's going to take. Now the hard part, clean it up. Put the tools away, call it a day.
YMC Heating and Cooling has been serving your neighbors for 25 years, 24 hours a day. Call YMC Heating and Cooling today. Estimates are always free. And ask about our preventive maintenance program. When it's time to relax, it's time for a Warm Spring Spa. There are almost 200 different sizes and colors to choose from. Each Warm Spring Spa is carefully designed and built just for you, using time